Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. You know Shaquille O'Neal is a basketball legend, but did you know he's also a car enthusiast? And no, we're not talking your average sedans or SUVs. We're talking about a car collection that's as larger than life as Shaq himself. Stick around as we dive into the top 8 cars in Shaquille O'Neal's extraordinary car collection. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. First up on our list is the Jeep Wrangler. But folks, this is not just any Wrangler. We're talking about a custom-made behemoth specifically tailored for Shaq's larger-than-life physique. You see, Shaq fell in love with the two-door Wrangler, but, surprise, surprise, couldn't fit into it. So, what did he do? He enlisted the help of West Coast Customs to supersize it. West Coast Customs took a 2010 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, a 4-door model, mind you, and worked their magic. They sliced off the 4 doors and welded them back together to create 2 massive Shaq-sized doors. And the craftsmanship was so impeccable that the doors looked like they came straight out of the Jeep factory. But they didn't stop there. The car also got the luxury treatment with leather seats, a front winch, and a 5-amp Pioneer audio system that's powerful enough to drown out Shaq's own attempts at karaoke. Oh, and did I mention the accent lighting and the growling MagnaFlow exhaust? West Coast Customs even lifted the car and fitted it with gigantic fuel wheels. Talk about a monster of a Jeep. Next on the countdown is Shaq's Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, you're probably thinking, how on earth did Shaq manage to fit into a Lamborghini? Well, you can thank the Gafolio family metal crafters for that. Shaq simply handed them the keys and said, "Make it bigger." And voila, they did. In an almost magical feat, Gafolio family metal crafters stretched the Gallardo by a whole 12 inches. And let's get one thing straight. They didn't just elongate it. They made sure it was so seamless that you wouldn't even know it's been modified. New doors, new glass, a new footwell, and even a retrimmed interior. The craftsman left no stone unturned. And the best part? Shaq didn't tweak the performance stats. I mean, why would he? The Gallardo is already a beast with a capital B. Now it's just a beast that Shaq can actually fit into. You know you've made it in life when you're elongating Lamborghinis just to make them comfy. Remarkably, the Gallardo looks so original that you'd be hard-pressed to tell it's been modified unless you know what you're looking for. This car is a testament to the perfect blend of performance and personalization, and it fits Shaq like a glove, or should I say, like a size 22 basketball shoe. All right, let's shift gears and talk about a car that's actually taller than Shaq himself, the Ford F-650. Yep, you heard it right. The F-650 isn't just a truck, it's a skyscraper on wheels, designed in collaboration with Vaydor and Supertruck. This monolith on the road is Shaq's supposed daily driver. Now that's what I call riding in style. When Shaq said he wanted big cars for big guys, Vaydor took it literally. This truck isn't just about its hulking presence. It's equipped with modern interior features like a navigation system and HD radio. Now Shaq can comfortably get directions to the nearest drive-thru that can accommodate his massive truck. Reports say it cost about $15,000 more than a standard custom F-650. But hey, when you're Shaq, you go big or go home, right? When Shaq picked up this beastly vehicle in Smyrna, Georgia, he couldn't contain his excitement. Finally, a car he didn't have to stretch, squish, or fundamentally alter just to fit in. This F-650 is like Shaq's spirit animal in automotive form. Big, impressive, and unapologetically audacious. Next in line is the epitome of luxury, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. But folks, this isn't your grandma's Sunday drive Rolls-Royce. This one's got the Shaq touch. Known for their ability to customize cars per buyer's wishes, even Rolls-Royce had to pass the baton to West Coast Customs to fulfill Shaq's specific needs. What did West Coast Customs do? They started by installing a Mansory body kit that added an imposing aura to the vehicle. It's like they took an already regal Rolls-Royce and turned it into the king of the automotive jungle. And in a color that's as rich as Shaq himself, burgundy. But that's not all. Remember Shaq's Superman obsession? Well, they etched the Superman logo right on the grille. And if that wasn't enough, they included a 34 decal on the hood to pay homage to his LA Lakers jersey number. By O'Neal's standards, these were light modifications, which makes us wonder what heavy modifications would look like. Would the car fly? Would it have its own basketball hoop? We can only imagine. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're now venturing into the realm of the unconventional with the Polaris Slingshot. This three-wheeler is essentially a motorcycle that decided it wanted to be a car when it grew up. But it's not just any slingshot, it's a Sling Shack. Shaq actually has two of these babies. The first is a red four-seater, modified by Underground Auto Styling, complete with an 18-speaker sound system. Because when you're as big as Shaq, everything about you has to be loud, right? All-around LED lighting and black leather seats make this a slingshot on steroids. The second, perhaps more famous one, is a burgundy two-seater customized by, guess who, West Coast Customs. This one features the Superman logo on the hood, steering wheel, and seats. I mean, if you can't fly like Superman, you might as well drive like him. Both Sling Shacks are outfitted with oversized alloy wheels, 20 inches up front and a whopping 22 inches in the rear. This is Shaq-level extravagance. Why have one slingshot when you can have two and make them as extra as you are? Up next is a car that not only Shaq loves, but also another iconic character, the Joker from Suicide Squad. Yes, we're talking about the Vaydor. Unlike other kit cars that are trying to look like million-dollar supercars, the Vaydor aims to be uniquely extraordinary, just like Shaq himself. Built on an Infiniti G35 chassis, Shaq's Vaydor has something that most supercars don't offer him: extra legroom. To make sure it was truly Shaq-proof, it was also outfitted with customized air suspension and airbags because, let's face it, a car like this has to be prepared for the unlikeliness of Shaq going for a slam dunk at 60 miles per hour. What makes the Vaydor even more interesting is its reputation. This is a car featured in a blockbuster film driven by the Joker himself. If the Joker thinks it's cool and Shaq thinks it's cool, then it's got to be doubly cool, right? Not only does this car look amazing, but it's also a machine worthy of comic book legends and real-life superstars alike. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more luxurious, we hit you with the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead. Now, this is no ordinary Rolls-Royce. It's a Rolls-Royce with a story. Not only did Shaq purchase this marvel for himself, but he also bought ones for LeBron James and Donald Trump. Talk about spreading the wealth. This Drophead is a powerhouse with a 6.75-liter V12 engine, pumping out 453 horsepower. But what sets it apart is Shaq's audacity, especially when it comes to car shopping. Apparently, a dealer once questioned whether he could afford the cars at the dealership. Shaq's response? He walked in and bought not one, not two, but 3 Rolls-Royces. As Shaq put it, there goes another million. Now that's how you make a statement. In 2022, this very car became part of a real estate deal in Texas, sweetening the pot for the buyer. Imagine buying a house and finding out a Shaq-owned Phantom Drophead is part of the package. That's like ordering a sundae and finding out it comes with another sundae. All right, we've reached the pinnacle of Shaq's automotive glory, the Vanderhall Venice Roadster. Now this might be an impulse buy for Shaq at $30,000, but it's the Roadster that's truly priceless. Designed as a three-wheeler with a 1.4-liter turbocharged engine, this car proves that size isn't everything, even for Shaq. Spotted cruising in Los Angeles, Shaq seemed to truly relish driving this vehicle while jamming to hip-hop. With no roof or doors, it's the epitome of open-air freedom. Other celebrities like Jeremy Renner and Jamie Foxx have also caught on to the Roadster fever, but let's be honest, nobody makes it look as cool as Shaq does. The Roadster might be smaller compared to the other behemoths in his collection, but it offers plenty of legroom. Plus, its front-wheel drive configuration minimizes drifting, ensuring that Shaq doesn't get any crazy ideas about turning his ride into a Fast and Furious stunt. If you're ever in LA and you see a towering man in a petite three-wheeler jamming to some sick beats, you know who it is. It's Shaq in his Vanderhall Venice Roadster, reminding us all that sometimes the best things come in smaller packages. Well, there you have it, folks. A deep dive into Shaquille O'Neal's jaw-dropping car collection. From hulking monsters to petite roadsters, Shaq's garage is as diverse as the man himself. If you enjoyed this automotive journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, drive safe and stay revet.